Hey, Anthony Pietrobono here, founder of Advanced Physiques. I kind of wanted to take this time to really share a little more about myself personally because I honestly really think a lot of you guys can relate to how I got started. So we're going to be throwing it back to 6 years ago when I was 15 years old. I was severely lacking in self-confidence. You guys probably saw the pictures before. I was 100 pounds, I was extremely skinny, and I had no self-esteem. I could not talk to people I didn't know. So anyways, I'm hanging out with a group of friends and some people I just met because friends are friends. And of course, my friends start to arm wrestle. So everyone's arm wrestling each other to see, who's stronger than the other person. And I'm just sitting on the side, just, hanging out, trying to do my own thing because I know, I'm not very strong. I didn't want to try to show off, I didn't want to get involved in that. And then, of course, one of my best friends calls me out and he's like, "Hey, Anthony." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, show everyone your bicep, flex." And I was like, "All right." So obviously, I flexed. And then he's like, "All right, now Sarah, you flex," which was another girl who was there. And then she flexed. And then he's like, "See? Her bicep is way bigger than yours." And then everyone just starts laughing. I was like, "Ha." I was like, and I'm just sitting there, humiliated because there was a lot of people I didn't even know, right? So from then on, in grades 6 to 10, I was actually bullied for the guy who would flex and nothing would happen. That's what they would say. My arms were so skinny that when I would flex or when I was relaxed, there was no difference in bulge. Like this to that. There was no difference before. I was 100 pounds. I had no muscle. So that's who I was known for being, and I actually got bullied from grades 6 to 10 because of that. So 2 weeks after my 16th birthday, I got a gym membership. I started training 5 days a week as hard as I could, and the real issue there was I didn't know what proper nutrition was like. So I was eating 1,700 calories per day. Yes, I was tracking 1,700 calories per day. I was 140 pounds when I was 16 and I was lifting. So I was trying to gain muscle, wasn't working very well, and I wanted to know everything there were to accelerating muscle gain because I wanted to be more jacked. I was totally sick of being bullied for being the skinniest guy all the time and being so weak. It was just, I had enough, right? So I was doing that, and then I noticed every single day when I got home from school, first thing I would do is I would go online, I'd be researching the latest peer-reviewed literature, and I was actually finding incredible trainers online, sifting through all this information to try to learn as much as I could about training and nutrition just so I could be making gains quicker. I wanted to gain muscle faster. Again, I was totally fed up. So I was doing that before doing my actual homework. It wasn't really until 2 years later that I started to finally figure out proper nutrition and training techniques for someone like myself. So that's when my training progress started to really take off. And that's also when my obsession was in full force. So I wanted to know everything I could about the human body. So I spent all my time researching, and that's when I decided to get certified as a personal trainer. So I took just a weekend course, real easy, passed the test, just needed an 80 to pass, took the practical, passed, and there you go. I was a personal trainer, and I went straight to college for a fitness and health promotion diploma so I could learn everything I needed to know about the human body, anatomy, physiology classes, and I was obsessed. I was just learning all the time, and it was great. I was loving it. Then what I started doing there is I actually had friends coming to me, asking for fitness advice. So what did I do? I loved everything about the body, so I made free training and nutrition programs for them that they would follow, and they just started getting better results. So I was happy. I was in school. I was making all these training programs for my friends. I was making all these meal plans for them. They started getting results. They're loving it. And what did they do? Of course, they were telling their friends all these meal plans and training programs that I made for them. And then those friends were coming to me and they're asking how much I charge. And I didn't even plan on doing any of this stuff. I'm like, "Oh, how much do you charge for a meal plan?" I was, so-and-so told me that you made this for them and they loved it. So I was just wondering how much you charge. And I'm like, I was so confused at first, but then I just went with it. So I was like, "Oh, I gotta create prices." So, I started telling people prices for training programs, meal plans, and then I started making programs for them. And then next thing you know, I'm in school, just learning everything I can about the human body. And then I have these people come to me and I'm getting these clients. So then I'm just making programs for them and life's amazing. I'm like, yo, this is awesome. So I just kept going with it, and that's how my business grew. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this into a coaching business. So that's when I launched Advanced Physiques when I turned 19. So it was just over 2 years ago. I turned 19, still in college, and I was doing some in-home personal training on the side, and I launched the coaching business, and I had about 5 or 6 clients that were paying me on a monthly basis. So I was coaching those people to optimize their training and nutrition so they could gain muscle and lose body fat faster. Then also, when I was 19, I decided to compete in my first men's physique show. So I was 19 years old, competed in a natural show, and I didn't place, but it was a great learning experience. Next thing you know, I graduated college when I'm 20 years old, and I was very still unfulfilled. So what did I do? Went to university and pursued another degree program. So this one was called Human Kinetics. Basically, everything to do about the human body again. So I just got even deeper now, and I'm learning much more in depth with the human body. Then also with that, I decided to get another personal training certification. This one's a higher quality one called CSEP. So I did that, and in this past summer, when I was 20 years old as well, I also got a nutrition certification. So that's what I was doing there. I just kept going on and on with all of this pursued knowledge, just because I wanted to learn everything I could so I could help myself and help everyone else progress as quickly as possible. That's when I really found out my true purpose in life is to improve other people's lives through fitness. The fulfillment I get when I see other people completely transform their bodies and have a totally different mindset when they're so much happier about how their body looks and is performing, that's all I need. Like that's amazing to me. And then just to see the transformation photos side by side. So that's how I found my purpose. It just snowballed from there, from when I was 16 years old, skinny boy, up to now. And now I compete in classic physique and men's physique once a year. Again, it's just to challenge myself and compare to so I can see my progress from year to year. I don't compete in these shows to try to beat anyone or do anything. It's against myself. I just want to see how much I can improve from year to year. So that's what we're at now, 21 years old, coaching over 20 clients per month. And we're doing that on a monthly basis, creating meal plans and training programs for the clients, sending it off based on their needs, based on everything they answer in the questionnaires, and then they send me their progress pictures bi-weekly or weekly, and then I make the adjustments accordingly depending on their goals, depending on how everything's working, and we just communicate on a daily basis between text and email. So it's going great now. I'm loving everything I'm doing. So pleased with that. And that's my story, guys. So that's where we're at today. It's a long story. We made a huge journey from being 15 years old and 100 pounds to now 180 pounds, being 21 years old, of 6 years of training. So everything's going great. And now we're going to be going on to that next video. Click the button below if you guys would like to go on to the next video to find out the secret that I honestly really believe is absolutely essential to be accelerating your progress. So if you want to progress quicker, you're going to want to click that button below, and you're going to find out everything you need to know about how to accelerate your progress. See you guys later.